This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Sorry. Good morning, all. So today, actually, I'm giving the demo of the integration concept and the integration tool name called MuleSoft only. Before discussing the MuleSoft, what is integration, where we are going to use this integration to into the real-time work. Integration nothing but like one application to other application. If you want to exchange the data, integration tools are sitting in the middle place, collecting the data from application and send it to the another system. So example, you take this diagram. This is application A developed by Java Technologies, and this is application B developed by .NET Technologies. Integration tools are sitting in the middle place and collecting the data from the application A. Once collecting what application B is expecting, that kind of customization we are going to do on in the place of integration to deliver to the application B. So always don't think always we are sending to the one-to-one communication. Sometimes we are sending to the one-to-many communications of single request. So integration tools are independent of the technology. They are not dedicated to specific kind of technology. Any kind of technology you are sending, integration tool collecting and send it to other applications. Without integration tool, can we implement the same kind of mechanism? Yes, yes, it can possible also, but there are only limitations only. So without integration means both should be same kind of communication. Example, communication protocol nothing but a your example application here now currently developed by SAP technology and application be developed with Salesforce technology. So technology is different, nothing but the data when you are sending to other applications, so communications also different. Format also different. Format nothing but what we know till now who are using the laptop. Excel format, Notepad, small text format, we know that. But in the each technology, they have their own format. And say example, you are open the Salesforce system, you are doing something and submit the request. Internally, your data is going to be converting one format and saving to some other applications. That is depends upon the technology. They decided this is the format we are going to submit. That is nothing but a format. Communication nothing but Java they have their own communication protocol, and communication means data exchange. There is a protocol network. Okay, even each technology they have their own communication. But nowadays, example, you are open the ICC bank, you are sending the NEFT transaction HDFC bank. We don't know which technology they both are implemented, what kind of format they are using, what kind of communication protocol they are using. We don't know. But simply you are entering the bank details of your friend or someone, just submit the request. Internally, the data is going to be amount is going to be created in his friend account. Again, you are getting the response back to so on amount has been credited. This is the confirmation. This is the confirmation message saying that you are receiving the two different messages, two messages only, two different systems here. Example, you are receiving the mobile message, you are receiving the Gmail also. Inside the content is common, but your mobile network is you are using the your Vodafone network or Airtel network, your Gmail or some other mail, all are different technologies they develop. So this is what you are sending the request to the HDFC Bank or in the bank. You are getting the response to the two different applications, which we don't know what kind of technology they are using. But successfully you are sending a message to your mail ID, your mobile. This is what integration tool can do. But one-to-one communication, that is nothing but without integration tool, both should be the same kind of format, both should be the same kind of communication, then only we can exchange the data. Otherwise, we cannot exchange the data. See, come down here, more applications. Come to here. Problems to point integration. Point to point nothing but one-to-one communications. Nowadays, we are receiving the one-to-many communications, one-to-one communications. One-to-many communication example, you are purchasing something in the order online, anything, Flipkart, Amazon, whatever it may be. First, you are selecting the product details and you are submitting entering the payment details, submit the request. Then internally, the request is going to the bank application. That is nothing but a Flipkart to bank one-to-one. Once bank application approved your fund and getting the response, your mobile message as well as your Gmail account, your one-to-one. And within a second, fraction of seconds, you are receiving the one invoice. Your order has been placed. This is your invoice. So on so date, we are going to deliver. And immediately you are facing some issue, or maybe next day also you are calling the customer care. They are asking for your transaction ID. Based on your input, they are going to sending the confirmation saying that so whatever the query you are raising, they are giving the input. Okay, that is fine. Then finally, you are one more guy is coming and deliver the product. That is delivery system. So you are not sending to customer care your information. The delivery system also you are not, never communicate, but they are coming and deliver the product, and you are receiving the invoice someone, that is nothing but a vendor. Here, how many systems are communicating? First, you are placing the order in the Flipkart, sending to the bank application. You are receiving the confirmation message, mobile message or Gmail message, vendor application, customer care, delivery system. Imagine how many applications? Six applications. Six applications. We don't know which technology they are implemented, what kind of communication they are using, we don't know. But simply you are sending and you are receiving the confirmation. This is how integration tool will be happening. So integration tools are sitting in the middle place, collecting the data from you and sending to the bank application. Bank application sending a confirmation message returned to your Gmail and mobile network, internally called the vendor application. Vendor application sending the invoice to you. Immediately you are calling the customer care. Your request, whatever the conversation, your conversation, right, that will be transferred to your customer care application. Customer care application internally calling to the based upon your vendor application, getting the information passing to you, and vendor application sending the confirmation saying to the delivery system coming to customer. This is how internally will be happen. So one to many communications also. This is nothing but a one to many communication. Sometimes like one to one, 1 to 10, 1 to 100 also. There is no limitation to deliver the message. Example, coming to your Abibus or Redbus where you are booking the tickets. We don't know how many travels of applications are registered in the Abibus or Redbus. But successfully you are logged into the Abibus and you are is choosing your source and destination, submit your request, and your same request is going to be delivered to the multiple systems, collecting all the travel application information and display single page. Each application, example, in the Abibus or Redbus also, APS RTC information is available, TSRTC or RN Travels, some other travels information is also available. But they have their own applications also. APS RTC, if you want to log in, you can log in with APS RTC site separately. TSRTC also, RN Travels also, rest of the travels also, you can log in. But as a developer, not developer, as a customer comfortable, they are merging all the applications to a single application. Instead of logging to the multiple, you can log into one application, you can get the information. But how can it possible? Each application, they have their own technology they develop. They have their own communication. They have their own kind of format. But you are, instead of logging to them, each customer benefits only. Each application, you are logging to Abibus and sending the data and getting the response. How can it possible? Because of integration. Without integration tool, only one-to-one only can possible. One-to-many cannot possible. First to point out. And both should be the same kind of format only. I told you one technology, one format. Format nothing but like once you enter any data into page, internally your data is going to be storing one place. Directly cannot store it. Based upon application, they have their own format. Like normally what we know just now, I told you that XML format, CSV format, Notepad. This is nothing but a format. Now we are entering the Word, .word, right? That is format of the system, format of the file. So normally we know who are using the laptop 3 to 4 formats, but in the market 100 plus formats are there. That it depends upon the technology. The application owner has to decide which format as my customer is feel comfortable. That we cannot justify why you are using this kind of format. That is when they are developing the application, they are decided this is the format is going to be supported. Communication protocol. Once you send a data, your data is going to be sending to the other application. The data is going to be carried. That is nothing but a communication data, communication protocol. So without integration tool, one-to-one can be supported, and same kind of format supported, same kind of communication will be happening. Then only we can exchange the data. Either of any one of these change, we cannot exchange the data. That is the drawback of the one-to-one communications. Nowadays, the same online shopping cart application, if you are implementing like Flipkart to all this communication, different communications, that is very complexity. Because I am the owner of the example application ICICI Bank. You are the owner of the HDFC Bank. You are developed a different technology. I have developed a different technology. How can it possible? Example, initially they're sending that, coming back to the normal world. Now initially they both are decided. Say example ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank. They both are, unfortunately, they are both are using the same kind of technology they developed their even same kind of communication, same kind of format also. Initially they are agree, they develop successfully, customers are exchanging the data from NEFT or IMPS transaction success. After a couple of days or couple of years, ICICI Bank or any other application saying that there is a latest technology which is available in the market. Okay, they are decided to migrate with the latest technology, giving the more features to the customer, more benefits or features, whatever. Then ICICI Bank decided to migrate on. Then what will happen of HDFC Bank? Just even initially they are committed to exchange the data on, but ICICI Bank decided to migrate the latest technology. But HDFC Bank, they do not have funds or some other reason, they are not able to migrate the latest. What will happen? They are completely losing the business to exchange the data from one application to another application. They have to migrate, then only they are going to exchange. They are not migrating, they are losing the customers. That is one drawback. Anyway, their technology point of view, they are migrated. Example. Now initially they are decided communication protocol. Even communication protocol also they are going to migrate. Currently we are in the HTTP normally. There is another technical communication protocol coming to the market. Either of the application to migrate only, other application they are not migrating. They are losing the data. Currently what we know the format also different one also. That is why as the application owner I have to decide it. I am giving the best to the customer. What are the latest one which is available in the market? I am going to choosing and giving this to my customers. But my application communicate with another application. I am not saying that hey, I am migrating only. You can also migrate. I cannot justify. I cannot say because that is completely depends their funds and business. Then only they are going to decide. So in these cases, whatever they are, even though they are migrated, they are not migrated. If you are using as an integration tool, don't worry about that. Even though they are migrating, I am sitting in the middle place. I can deliver to successfully without impacting your business. That is the advantage of integration. Even though they are not migrating any point of view, technology point of view, communication point of view, format point of view, whatever it may be, they are going to migrating other applications without impacting their business. Integration tools are sitting in the middle place. They are successfully exchange the data. That is the advantage of this. That is what message type of two applications are different. Message nothing but like format of the type. Message producer different protocols nothing but as I told you that SAP system they have their own communication protocol. Salesforce have their own communication protocol. If you are using a Python, different cloud system, AWS, Azure, example Java, .NET, like this. Each system they have their own communication protocol. If the message producer and consumers are exposed by different protocols, we are losing the data. We are losing the business. Message type of two different applications, that is also impact. Single point of failure. Example, single point of failure means these are example, all these are the applications. You are going to exchange the data. Without integration tool, if you want to communicate one to many applications, that is very complexity. And all are should be the same kind of format, same kind of communication. Anyway, we decided 10 applications they are decided. Luckily they got the business only, and luckily there is the same kind of format, same kind of communication. Unfortunately, when customer placing request only, something happened in the middle while processing your order. That is very difficult to identify which application got failure. These are the drawbacks of the without integration. Sometimes people are asking, hey, same kind of mechanism can be implemented without integration? Yes, you can implement also. But the point is one-to-one only it can possible. Same kind of communication only it can possible. Same kind of format only possible. And if we want to deliver the one-to-many, cannot possible. Like example, the same way the Flipkart to multiple applications. Finally, imagine AI is the Flipkart you are sending banking application, sending the response to the AI application sending the vendor. So always different. Internally saying that one to many only, but one to one only it can transfer. First A to F communication coming the response, A to B application coming the response, A to E application coming the response. But in these cases, without integration, you are not sending your request to the vendor. You are not sending your request to the vendor. You are not sending your request to the customer care. But internally, your data is going to be carried. How can it possible? That is nothing but the integration tool will be taking care without customer or formation. So that is the advantage of the integration tool. Any doubt here? Okay, cool. Now, ESB, Enterprise Service Bus, is to eliminate the drawbacks to point-to-point integration. Means they are sitting in the middle place, integration tools are sitting in the middle place, and whatever the applications which are delivering, nothing to worry. I am taking care to deliver the message to one application or other application, or one to many applications. That is the main advantage of this one. Whatever we discussed, right? What is the drawback? What is the solution of integration? One to one, one to many possible, different kind of communication, different kind of format, and if you are communicating a number of applications, very difficult to identify where it got ESB, Enterprise Service Bus. That is nothing but integration tools are giving the solution to eliminate all the problems. Okay, now if I want to implement integration mechanism, what are the things is required? One is adapter, transformation, routing, and filtering. What does this mean? I will give the clarifications. Okay, now you can see this diagram here. Now example, this is the .NET application and this is the partner application. Anything like example, Java application imagine. Communication protocol, I told you, right? That is nothing but an adapter. Adapter nothing but a connector. Now this is the place in the integration system, that is integration application. This is the .NET application. You are sending the request. First, directly partner system is not collecting your request. Okay, so there is a connector, there is a communication protocol, connector or communication protocol or adapter, all are same. Name is different. Okay, example in our word, connector. Okay, this connector is responsible to collect the data from the .NET application, send it to the middleware system. Middleware system once collecting the data, and what target system is expecting, do the customization and deliver the message to by using the communication. Now coming to the NEFT, simple example. So amount has been created in HDFC Bank, and you are sending message to your mobile message and your Gmail message. Okay, Gmail is connected is different, mobile message connected is different. 2 points here. Customization, I told you, right? So once amount has been deducted, do the customization. The customization nothing but what Gmail is expecting the content. The content is same, but structure is different. Dear customer, so and so, regards, from to. This is the Gmail message. Mobile message, small text message. Hi, this amount has been created, so and so, etc. This is what customization. Once you receive the message, what Gmail is expecting, that we can do the customization. What mobile message is doing customization, that we can take care by the integration tool here. So Gmail sending, Gmail connector is required. That is nothing but adapter. That is nothing but a connector protocol. These are the words people are using. Okay. And based upon the end system, based upon the target system, the corresponding connector is required to deliver the message to the partner system. Clear? This is the .NET application. This is the run. This is nothing but a connector. This is nothing but a connector. Connector is nothing but exchanging the data or collecting the data from application to integration tool. Once integration tool do the customization, directly integration tool also cannot deliver the message to partner system. In between there is a connector. That is nothing but a connector. This is nothing but adapter. Okay, clear? Now second point is transformation. What is transformation here? Just now I told you, right, format of the system only. Example, we know XML format, what is called Word, small text format. But in the market, there are a couple of formats are available, right? The same way, now your application example, ICICI Bank developed by Salesforce system, imagine. ICICI Bank developed by SAP system, imagine. They both are different technology, different format. Whatever the Salesforce system sending the data, what SAP system is customized expecting the data. Now we are going to do Salesforce data to SAP system format. That is nothing but a transformation. To transform the data from one format to other format. That is what we are the sitting in the middle place. We are not giving any justification or inputs to them. Why you are using this kind of format? That I am not the responsible person. Whatever they are sending, we are collecting. That is normally we are using as a brokering. This is technically we are doing. Broker is the person what you are doing, what kind of any kind of work he can do that. He cannot justify, hey, why you are using. Broker nothing but what kind, any kind of work he can do. The same way in the technical world also, the real time technical world also. So people are communicating n number of applications only. N number of applications, n number of formats are available. They are successfully exchanging the data and we are getting the response. How can it work the same way? That is nothing but a transform from one technology content we are going to transform to other technology content. That is nothing but transformation. Transform the data from one format to other format. That is nothing but a transformation. And the routing and filtering. Routing nothing but a route to the data. Example, or filtering also, that is nothing but anything. Now, your route to multiple system. Example, coming to this one in the Aviva just now we discussed. You are into the Aviva application. You are sending the data to. You are sending the data to multiple applications. Like example, n number of travel. That is route to systems. That is what filtering also. Based upon the customer input, you are going to validating and send the data to other applications. That is what. Filtering the data, routing the data, one to one application or one to many applications, you are route to the systems. Sometimes we are getting the requirement like one-to-one communication, sometimes we are getting the requirement like one-to-many communication, sometimes we are getting the requirement like dependency to multiple applications. Dependency nothing but here, once payment completed only, that vendor application or customer care application, delivery application come into the picture. Without payment, they are not in active mode. That is nothing but a dependence will be happening. So these are the factors which are going to implement regularly in the real-time world. Now, how they are going to making us automatically by using the integration. So as an integration developer, we should know what is source and target systems here. Here, source is nothing but a .NET. Target nothing but a example in this data partner application. This is the SAP system. This is the larger system. But this is the middleware place. This is the connector. And each technology, they have their own format. We are going to do the format. Sometimes we are sending the route to the multiple system. That is where one-to-many communication, or Aviva an example, Redbus, example. These are the main factors which you are going to considering before starting, before integrate your applications. Any doubt here? Cool. So, like when to use and when not to use. Anyway, just now we discussed one-to-one applications. No, there is no need to use of any integration tool. Same kind of format, same kind of communication protocol. There is no point use of any integration tool. That is what they mentioned that not to use when not use, when not to use as an integration. So what are the different integration tools are available in the market? Now our learning course is Mule ESB. This is the course name only. Now Mule, this is also one of the integration tools. Okay, this is also one of the integration tools. But there are so many integration tools are available in the market. Then why I'm going to choosing as this is the name called Mule ESB? First of all, now we are discussing learning course Mule ESB. What is the advantage I'm going to clarify? So whatever the integration tools are available in the market, example, the integration tool name called TIBCO. TIBCO is the integration tool. Now company also available in the Hyderabad. Product name also TIBCO. Okay, and Oracle is the company name, the product name called Fusion. Dell is the company name, the product name called Bhumi. IBM is the product name called IIP. Web Methods. Okay, like this, there are a couple of other integration tools are available, but these are the very famous integration tools. Apart from this one, TIBCO is the one of the very famous integration tools, TIBCO, when compared to rest of the four, because they are giving the best integration solutions when you are going to integrating the application. But these are the integration tools are available in the market. Why I am going to choosing this product? First of all, the main advantage of this one, these are the integration tools are available. These are expensive integration tools, very expensive. So TIBCO is the best integration tool, but they are giving the more charge money, but they are giving the best solution. So that is the reason people are using as an integration tool named TIBCO. Okay, but what about the Mule ESB? Mule ESB is they are giving the best ways of it. First of all, I do not have money to buy the product. They are simply allowing to download the product in your Google. Then it can start. But the advantage and disadvantage is while integrating your application, if you are facing any challenge, we are not buying the product, then they are not supporting to you. That is the first point. I'm doing a small piece of work. Okay, then I'm not integrating major application. I'm integrating a very small piece of application. Then without buying the product, it will start it on. But the same kind of information mechanism, if you want to use in other integration tools, you should buy the product only there, then only can integrate it. That is one more point. The cost wise also, when compared to other integration tools, they are charging very less. Even though if you buy the product, they are charging very less. So first of all, if I want to buy the product, as a customer wants to decide of how much is the cost. The cost is when compared to other product reduced, then we can choose as a product. The cost is reduced. What about the security? Thus, quality. That is also main. That they are giving the less cost only. What about the quality of the tool, quality of the product? That is what. Whatever the other integration tools supporting after buying the product also, the same kind of features Mule ESB also supporting. Now, previously until 2018, the tool name called Mule ESB, owner and the product name also. Now owner is Salesforce. Salesforce is the company name and the product name called Mule ESB. Now Mule ESB owner is Salesforce. Okay, clear. Now this is what clear, right? Cost is one, and cost. Your cost also. What about the quality of the product? Okay, and what is the security of the product? And that is also, these are the two factors customers are decided to choose as integration product name called one. Other one is very easily integrate the application, and the product also user friendly. Okay, that is also one more advantages. And this is cloud based applications only. Now very hot in the market, the cloud. MuleSoft is cloud and non-cloud also. Cloud is very expensive. Mine is small scale of organization. I do not have money to buy the product of cloud only. Then non-cloud also it is going to be supported. That is also one more advantage. Now these are the other integrations, still they are migrating the cloud only. Most of the other integration tools are still almost they are also migrated only. But by default, MuleSoft is cloud and non-cloud based applications. If you have a cloud applications, cloud is very expensive. I don't have money, then go to non-cloud also. That is also one more advantage also. So cost-wise and security-wise, quality-wise, user-friendly, cloud and non-cloud mechanism, and one more concept is API-based mechanism. API is nothing but a application programming interfaces. What is it mean? High level I'm giving services. Services means example, simple one. What is services? Now, example, once you select the product and something you are entering, you are enter the bank details on credit card, debit card, whatever the things which are. So I am launching new application in the market. Your application running in the 10 years ago in the market. Finally, customers are doing the payment. So 10 years ago, customers are entering the card number, CVV number, first name and expiry one. Even recently, which they coming launch in the market also, they are using, they are entering the first name, card number, CVV, etc. These are the only customers. These are the details. Only customers entering the details. Correct me. So this is nothing but a services only. The services means bank has developed one services. Okay, that whoever wants to do the banking transaction, the guy go and discuss with the banking. Hey, I'm launching one application, so I'm giving the banking transaction to my customers. Can you please give me your application access? Then bank is giving application to you only. The same application you are integrating your application. That is nothing but a services. Services nothing but a reusable. They are not developed by person to person. Reusable only. They are developing and hand out to who are accessing. This is nothing but a service. So services are previously developed by different languages only, SOAP-based services, web services, these kind of mechanisms. The same kind of services, if you want to implement a SOAP-based service, example, it may take 10 minutes only. The same kind of services, if you are using by using the APIs, it will give the less than 5 minutes. Very easily develop the services by using the APIs. Nowadays, APIs are very hot in the market, very hot. So that is the advantage. Also, one more advantage also, customers are choosing the product name called APIs, MuleSoft. But now we are doing the online, whatever you are opening the site and everything, that is everything is a service-based applications. Even though Java, .NET, other technologies, people are using developing the service-based applications. Now APIs are independent of the technology. Even Java technology also people are using the APIs only. .NET also even MuleSoft also. So that is also one more advantage people are using. Still, they are not using the APIs only. They are in the SOAP-based mechanism. Even positive. That is also one more advantage. One is fast, one is user-friendly, and quality of the product, and we can easily integrate cloud or non-cloud mechanism, APIs only, and connectors. Connectors means what? Connector is the communication protocol, connecting the data. Whatever the latest technology connectors, technology-related connectors, and old technology-related connectors also, MuleSoft is providing. Already developed. And just they are charging money only. They are already developed, right? Your time is reducing only. Just if you have money, you can buy the product. You can start your integration without do your manual work. That is also one more advantage. In connectors are playing as a major role in the integration sector. Whatever the connectors MuleSoft is providing, those many connectors are not providing the rest of the integration tools. So that is the reason customers are choosing the product name called MuleSB. Now it is very hot in the market. Without integration tools, you cannot exchange the data from one application to another application. Any doubt here? You can let me know. Okay, cool. So these are the commercial ESB ones only. So SAP TIBCO, just an Oracle Fusion, IBM product. This is the MuleSoft WSB. These are the integration tools. Very popular is TIBCO, IBM. Now anyway, MuleSoft only. JBoss also, Oracle also. These are the integration tools. Just now we discussed why Mule. Mule is to take a complexity out of integration, enabling the developers easily build a high performance, secure multi-protocol interaction to open, light and fast and developer friendly cloud applications. Okay, these are the MuleSoft is providing supporting all the cloud-based applications only. They are sitting in the middle place. They are going to communicating any kind of systems only, any kind of technology. Any doubt, you can let me know. Okay, and what we are going to do here only. This is not only MuleSoft, sir, any integration tool. This is the tool only. This is not a programming language or nothing but a drag and drop tool. Okay, this is completely drag and drop tool. We are developing the flows. What is flows and all I'm going to explain at the time of regular classes. Normally, this is completely drag and drop tool. We are not writing any single line of code also. Drag thing, example, if you see just high level. This is the older version. Okay, this is the older version. These are the we are going to drag it on. Don't think like this is the one. This is the older version only. Okay. Now we are selecting this one. Do the customization here. Not only MuleSoft, sir, not only MuleSoft, other integration tool also same kind of behavior. So not only the TIBCO, other integration, Oracle, Dell product, IBM, whatever it may be, other integration tools are same behavior. This is not a programming language. This is completed drag and drop. Drag the corresponding thing, do the customization, deliver the message end system. This is brief about integration and just a brief about USB. Only advantage on it. Any clarifications, let me know. And what are the concepts are available to learn the Mule USB means? First one is Mule flows we are developing. What is flows? Nothing but a example. This is a older version. Don't think like this is nothing but one flows. So these are they're calling as a palette only. My example, if the developer they are going to writing the line of code, they are considering as a combination of line of code, nothing but a method and class, right? The same way they are calling as a method and class, we are calling as a flows. The flows contain combination of palettes. They are calling as a line of code. We are calling as a palette only. Each line they have their own behavior. Each palette they have their own behavior. So based upon requirement, how they are going to writing the line of code. The same way based upon requirement, we are going to drag a couple of palettes and develop the flows. Okay, simply we are collecting it, we cannot deliver the message to the end system. So sometimes one request to other system, it may require 30, 40, 50 palettes also required. If you drag it and send it only, there is no point to learn any technology bypassing. But there is a customization also required. Okay, that anyway, going forward, you can learn it, you can understand easily. Okay, second one is data V language, DW language. This is what is but a DW data view language means. The example, as I told you, a transformation purpose. One technology they have their own format, other technology they have their own format only. We are going to do data from one format, other format. So by using DWL language, it is going to be supporting. This is MuleSoft own language only. Don't think like this is a programming language. This is also syntactical basis only. The syntax which is brought the MuleSoft, we should learn the syntax and do the transformation from one format to other format. Okay, third one is API. APIs are nothing but application programming interfaces. Oh, just now I had given some brief about what is API only. Anyway, at the time of API, I'm going to cover. Fourth one is MUnit. All the developers are doing the unit test cases only. Once you develop your piece of work, then we are going to write in the positive scenario, negative scenarios. That time anyway, not only MuleSoft, other technologies also people are writing the unit test cases. Only developers are writing the unit test cases only. How to write the unit test cases at the time of MUnit, I'm going to explain. And the fifth one is exceptions. Once you develop the flow or you are doing some testing or while developing you are facing any connectivity issue, data issue, how we are going to generate exceptions, how the same exception, how we are going to display to the customer, that is nothing but exception point only, and nothing but error handling. Sorry. Sixth one is security. What are the security features MuleSoft is providing? how we are going to apply these security features, because that is also major concept on the terms of security. Seventh one is deploy. These are the major concepts how we are going to deploy the applications at different environments and cloud and on-prem only, that I'm going to cover. If you learn the MuleSoft, this is the high level. Each topic contains subtopics also. This is a high level. If you know MuleSoft, what you know, I know very well to develop the MuleFlows, to write the data V language, to write the embedded test cases, to write the APIs, development, deployment, security, exception. These are the things that major concept to learn them. Any doubt, you can let me know. And version point of view, in the MuleSoft, what versions we are going to learning, what software is required, Anypoint Studio, MuleSoft Anypoint Studio. Okay, Anypoint Studio is the editor where we are developing the MuleFlows. Okay, and Anypoint platform. Okay, MuleSoft Anypoint platform. This is cloud-based web applications. Okay, so these are the there is a difference only. I will give the clarification. No worry. Anypoint Studio to develop the Mule applications. Anypoint platform to cloud-based web applications, where we are going to deploy your application into the cloud environment to monitor your application performance and providing the security. There are so many things which are going to do under Anypoint platform. So these are the cores and these are the two software is required to learn the MuleSoft. Okay, the version point of view, Studio version is current latest version is 7.8 version, and Mule version, what version we are learning the MuleSoft version is, okay, MuleSoft version is 4.3. Okay, what kind of version I'm going to explaining 4.3. Studio version is 7.2. This is, there is no versions. Anypoint platform, there is no version. This is the cloud-based web application. Okay, so these are the two software is required to learn the MuleSoft, and these are the topics which I'm going to cover during the training session. Any doubt, you can let me know after this. Okay, sir. I hope I'm good now. If you have any clarifications, let me know. I'm clear. Okay. See you. Bye.